MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Minnesota Twins and the Oakland A's. Major League Baseball on the Show starts now. Sean Manaea gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
How good was this guy last year? How about an ERA in the low ones? You have any idea how hard that is to do? We'll see if he can get off to a good start in this one and have another one of those magical seasons back-to-back.
At the plate, Torii Hunter, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Torii Hunter.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's cut on and missed 0-1. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come into this one in good spirits, fresh off their first victory of the new campaign last time out.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Hit down the third base line. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Batting second, the right fielder, Max Kepler.
Max Kepler the next to grab a bat. His career numbers against Manaea, a number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Manaea has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. Lays off the slider and it's 1-1. Our temperature should get us up into the 70s as we move along. 68 at first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Nipped the corner. 2-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The second baseman, Rod Carew.
So striding forward now, Rod Carew, swinging it well so far in this series. He's 3 for 9. First pitch on its way. Popped up. Chapman in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, 0-2 to Rod Carew. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
The 1-2. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Harmon Killebrew would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Now the payoff pitch home. pulled toward right center field. Davis is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Down go the Twins in order, and now the A's offense gets its first shot here. No score. Jose Barrios, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
Stepping into the box, Ramon Laureano. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, number 22.
Now here it comes.
Nope.
And he starts him out with one high and tight. Ball one. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, it's official now. They will not go 162-0 as they were handed their first loss of the season last time out.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game and allow a bunch of runs and not play sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter. To 2-2 now.
2 strikes.
Now here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Gonzalez is up with it, throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting second, the shortstop, Marcus Semien.
So the base is empty here with 1 away. And up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Semien. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. Semien stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. He was taken in the 6th round back in 2011.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him with the slurve there. 2 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Giambi.
So now to the plate, Jason Giambi. That's lifted the other way out to left. Chasing after it is Rosario. Now this will rattle up against the wall. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put Goodwood on it.
To the plate now, Ricky Henderson, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
1-0, here it is. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
No reason to give in to him here with a base open. Putting him on base just gives your defense more ways to help get you out of this.
And he'll look at a slurve in for strike 1.
1 strike.
Giambi stands at second with 2 gone. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
He's set, the 3-1. He loses him on ball 4.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He went deep in the contest last night. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Olson is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. He's set, the 0-1.
1-1.
Barrios, a 25-year-old. He was a supplemental round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
The set and the 1-1.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Outside and a full count, 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 home. This is pulled into right, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A's strand a couple. We are still scoreless. Second inning set to go, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Harmon Killebrew.
Number 3, Harmon Killebrew.
Here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
At the plate, Nelson Cruz, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. A runner at first with no outs here. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. from the belt. The pitch. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Into the concrete staircases and gone. So a two-run homer down the line in left. First home run of the campaign for him as the Twins have taken a 2-0 lead.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
At the plate now, Mitch Garver.
The catcher, number 8.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Base is empty here with nobody out.
That's ball
2-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And that misses off the plate and low, so it's 3-1 now.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best two-strike approach either.
So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next. Lays off 1-0.
Ball 1, no strike.
Two balls and no strikes to Miguel Sano.
2-0.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
Slider taken for a called strike. 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Swung on and missed.
2-2.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Stepping in now, Eddie Rosario. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hitting change of speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. And the shift will not amount to much here as this is lifted in the air out to right field.
He's under it and makes the catch standing inside the visitors' bullpen.
But 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 2-0 Minnesota. Next up for the A's, Matt Chapman. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. And the pitch. 0-1 the count. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Chapman is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Chris Davis next to bat. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
Striding in for Oakland, Austin Allen. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit sharply toward the right side. Kepler is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Tony Kemp.
Stepping up now, Tony Kemp comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. From the stretch. Shoots this one over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Oakland. They trail it here 2-0. Top of the third set to get underway, and into bat next, the utility man extraordinaire Marwin Gonzalez. First pitch of the at-bat. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a cold strike. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Scooped up. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting, the center fielder, Torii Hunter.
Back to the top of the order now. And that brings in the center fielder, Torii Hunter. First pitch on its way. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. This is hit high and deep out to left. Going back is the left fielder. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a solo home run for Torii Hunter. First home run of the campaign for him, as the Twins have made it a 3-0 ball game.
Yeah, I can remember when leadoff hitters were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little numbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with pop at the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
Into the box now, Max
right
Kepler.
Max.
As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Kepler, a native of Germany. This is his 6th season for him in the big leagues. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Now batting, second baseman, Rod Carew.
Standing in now, Rod Carew, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now the 1-0 down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Into the box, Harmon Killebrew, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Hey!
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. A 2-ball, 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
Fouled away. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Good battle. Count remains full. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Ready to take his hacks again, Nelson Cruz, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. He's set. Here it comes. Bottom part of the zone. A good changeup gets the call.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Here's the 0-1. One there. Relay to Olsen. They turn the double play, and that retires the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Bottom of the 3rd now, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Ramon Laureano.
The center fielder, number 22.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now here it comes. And here's a ball hit in the air. Kepler's on his horse, but this will land untouched. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. The 2-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Semien.
To the plate now, Marcus Semien. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in. Jam sandwich.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Strike 3 called on the slurve that time, and there are 2 down.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
So now to the plate, Jason Giambi, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The windup and the 0-1.
No, inside. Ball 2.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1. Ricky Henderson would be next if they can keep this inning alive. A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. The 3-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Gonzalez is there. Throw on to Killebrew gets him, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. They trail in this one 3-0. Back at the Oakland Coliseum, and before we go much further, let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off for Minnesota.
Now at the plate, Mitch Garver. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Garver.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
Now the 1-0. Fouled off. The 1-2. A ball hit softly on a line to third, and this will be gobbled up fairly easily down there at third for the first out.
Up next for Minnesota, the third baseman, Miguel Sano.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and the next to bat will be the big third baseman, Miguel Sano. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2. One out, nobody on. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. So with 2 gone here in the fourth, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And you can see that both guys are well into the 90s, 95 on one hand and just 2 miles an hour slower on the other. Up next for Minnesota, Eddie Rosario comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First offering on its way. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Simeon's there, throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but they lead it 3-0. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ricky Henderson. 9 at-bats in the series and 4 base hits.
Ricky.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope. Ball 1. Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
And that won't find the zone either. So speed on base here to begin the inning. It's a 4-pitch walk.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Now to the plate, Matt Olson hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB. Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone. Would have liked to have seen the hitter been a little bit more aggressive in that situation. Usually when a pitcher throws 4 balls in a row, that next pitch you could get super greedy right down the middle.
Comes set and the 0-1. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Count is 2-1.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Yanked on the ground down the line, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. No balls and 1 strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Here's a look over to first, and he'll be back in standing up.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far.
Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Just hung in there on that one. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Popped up. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2. 2 away now in the Oakland 4th. And that'll bring up the big-time power bat of right-handed hitter Chris Davis. Here comes the first pitch. And now the runner's trying for third. That's a strike to throw down. It's not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. The A's strand 1, still down 3-0. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Marwin Gonzalez. First delivery to him on the way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. That evens it up 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a starter away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that brings in the center fielder, Torii Hunter.
Yeah, Matt, that last at-bat, that was a pretty good pitch. A fastball down and away that he went out and hooked and pulled it. So if I'm on the mound right now, I'm going to have to think about throwing one up and in and standing this guy up to make that outside corner not as appealing.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Made him look silly with that one.
Working for the punch out and the offering.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
Nobody out, runner on first. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ready with another 2-2. Hit on the ground to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And they will not be able to get the force at second, so there are 2 on now to start the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Matt Kepler.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Lou Trevino will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Lou Trevino.
In now, Max Kepler, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Here it comes, 1-0.
That's Bolton.
Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And now Kepler belts one, carrying well out to right field. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. 3-run home run down the line in right. Second home run early in the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
Now back, second baseman, Rod Carew.
At the plate, Rod Carew, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Ready with the 0-1. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. 3 runs already home here. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Davis. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The first baseman, number 3, Harmon Killebrew.
Stepping into the box, Harmon Killebrew. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Oh, that's out.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Killebrew, the former Royal, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Takes this the other way to right. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate.
That's the only way to combat a nasty cutter. You have to find a way to fight and stay inside that baseball and drive it the other way.
At the plate now, Nelson Cruz, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 0-1 pitch. And it's 1-1.
This guy uses that 2-seamer to set up his other pitches. 2-seamer in, breaking ball away.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second.
Yeah, and as we take another look at this pitch is on the outer half of the plate. The catcher doesn't know whether to backhand it or not, and it just skips off his glove for the pass ball. He'll be upset with himself about that one, no doubt.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. One out and a runner on second base. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 3-2 one more time. Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 2-run shot to left center, his second of the game, as they've widened this lead to 8 now. And we've seen 4 round trippers from these guys so far. Dan, D-Row, what do you make of all this?
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen,
4th round
your
tripper
attention,
of the
please.
game so far.
Now,
They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants.
36.
In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
Yusmeiro Petit gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
The catcher, number 8, Mitch Garver.
Standing in now, Mitch Garver, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. The 1-2 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 2-2 one more time is swung on and missed. He got him.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Ready for another shot now, Miguel Sano. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2. Petit, a veteran at 35 years of age. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Outside.
And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. So give him 5 runs in the inning, with the big blows being the 2 home runs. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Twins 8 and the A's nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. He said the problem is they're allowing themselves to fall behind in the count way too often, which is forcing them to constantly be in protect mode and swing at bad pitches. A lot of their outs have come from at-bats where they've fallen behind, so the focus going forward needs to be about being the aggressor early in the at-bats.
Leading off for the A's.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The catcher, Austin
Here comes the first pitch. Austin Allen stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got two decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
The 1-1. And it's fouled away.
Hey, last two pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Now a fastball taken outside here as it moves it to 2-2 now. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Now at the plate, Tony Kemp. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The 1-0.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
A runner at first with no outs here. Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Another 2-2 offering, and he fouls this one off. Nobody out, runner on first. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Kepler's there for it. 1 out.
Now batting, number 22.
Back to the top of the order now, and digging in now, Ramon Laureano. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
And that misses 1-1. And a slurve, but this is in the dirt for a ball. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with one away.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Standing in, Marcus Semien. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Runners are at first and second with one away. A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball, not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. He'll go to the bag for 1, and he's safe at first as he beats this one out by about a half a step.
After fielding this one cleanly, you see he tries to take it himself at second base, but they just can't turn the double play.
Now the A's designated hitter, Jason Giambi, 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball 1, no strike.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Hunter. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. The next Twin up, Eddie Rosario. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Number 20, Eddie Rosario.
He's set, and the pitch. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Henderson has to run a ways before he gets there in time to record the out. How about that?
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A 1 pitch on its way. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Here it comes, 0-2. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. And that misses 2-2. 1 out, nobody on. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. In is Torrey Hunter. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Ball in.
Takes this the other way to right. Again, a nice clean base hit, his 3rd of the game. So the 2-out base hit and the top of the inning is still alive.
Up next for the Twins.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Into the box, Max Kepler, as he'll go after the first pitch and line one into right field for a base hit. The relay, the tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Twins wind up stranding one as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Now in the box, Ricky Henderson. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First delivery to him on the way. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Hunter's got a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
Now back, first baseman, Matt Olson.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Slow roller down the third baseline. And he'll reach first safely. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate, 0-2. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. Here comes the first pitch. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Runners on first with 1 down. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone. Here's Chris Davis now, 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Count
A ball and no strikes. The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chris Davis. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1 left for Oakland. Still 8-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rod Carew. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
First offering on its way.
Ball, that's inside.
And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. One-0 count. Here it is. Popped him up. Chapman is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 3, Harmon Killebrew.
1 gone now in the Minnesota 7th, and here is the killer, Harmon Killebrew. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
That's a ball.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Nope.
2-0 now. Three and 0 now.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
Now the 3-0 offering. Too high, and that cost him ball 4.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Nelson Cruz will stand in again as he looks for home run number 3 in the ball game as we flash you back here to his 2nd home run. This was back in the 5th inning as he has the long ball working in his first few at-bats. From the stretch.
Ball.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1.
Ball, 1 strike.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate. Thank you.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home. Drilled to the left side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
The catcher, number 8, Nick.
J.B. Wendelken comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
J.B. Wendelken.
Into the box now, Mitch Garver, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Fouled away. The 1-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Here's Miguel Sano. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Bouncer to the left side. Oh, look at Simeon. Hey now. Twins strand a pair as the lead holds at 8-0. Tyler Duffy will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Tyler Duffy.
Last half of the 7th here, and now it'll be the catcher, Austin Allen.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Now a ball hit hard toward first. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Hey, there's a bullet down the right field line. That had double written all over, but a great job by the right fielder to cut it off and keep him to a single.
Nice aggressive turn by the batter right there, but hats off to the right fielder to keep him from getting the scoring position.
To the plate now, Tony Kemp.
And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right.
Kepler's there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, number 22.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Ramon Laureano. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Here it comes.
Nope.
Duffy, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was a 5th-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Fouled off. The 1-2. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Three and 2 to the A's center fielder. Marcus Semien will be next. Runners on first with 1 down. Now this is foul tipped right into the catcher's glove as he holds on to preserve the strikeout, and there are 2 away. So 2 are gone now in the Oakland half of the 7th. And up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Semien. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball, that's outside.
Now the 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. And that's going to land foul. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Ready on 3-1. Here it comes. Now a bit of a hanger, but it's laid off and called a strike.
Can't waste getting the leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
Now the payoff pitch home. Popped him up. Garver has a play. And that's the 3rd out. The A's strand 1. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Ready to begin the 8th, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Eddie Rosario.
Number 20, Eddie Rosario.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The count now at 2-1. Pitch on the way. A swing and a miss there. 2-2.
A good fastball that backed him off the plate, and then some slow stuff down and away. That's one of the classic ways to mess up a hitter's timing. Up and in, down and away, textbook.
Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. Three-two pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Henderson is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
The batter, number 9.
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our two starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Digging in, the switch hitter, Marwin Gonzalez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. First offering on its way. In there at the letters 0-1.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze him.
Comes set with the 0-1. To first, right to him, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, the center fielder, Torii Hunter.
Stepping in, Torii Hunter. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. First pitch of the at bat. One strike now to Hunter.
That's a ball.
Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
Count 1-1. Ball.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
The 2-1 home is strike 2 swinging.
2-2 count.
A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to Olson will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. Down go the Twins in order as it remains an 8-0 ball game. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and standing in, the imposing left-handed bat of the former AL MVP, Jason Giambi. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. A ball and 2 strikes now. Two balls and 2 strikes to Jason Giambi. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Ricky Henderson is on deck. Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Now a swing and a miss as Giambi set down on strikes, and there's 1 gone in the inning.
The left fielder, number
Striding in, Ricky Henderson. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And the pitch.
Ball 1.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Grounder down the line at third.
throw on to Killebrew, 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Stepping in, Matt Olson. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's it.
The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. Two and 1 to the A's first baseman. 2 out, nobody on. Let's see what they throw Olson on a 3-1 count. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Ground ball right into the shift. He's got it. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. A's are gone in order. Still 8-0. Now at the plate, Max Kepler. He went deep back in the 5th.
The right fielder, Max Kepler.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And it's fouled away. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. The 1-2. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, second baseman, Rod Carew.
Into the box, Rod Carew. He's 1 for 4 for the game. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Now the 1-0.
Ball. Down.
1 out, nobody on.
That's
Missed with it again, and it's 3-0 now.
3-0.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Harmon Killebrew.
Now the number 4 Minnesota hitter, Harmon Killebrew. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
The 1-1 home.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Nelson Cruz would be next if they can keep this inning alive. The 3-1 pitch.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
The next 3-2. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Next will be the designated hitter, Nelson Cruz. He singled his last time up. He's set, and the pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
A runner on first with 2 away. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Here's another 2-2. Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Looking up is the left fielder, still ranging back. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his 3rd home run of the ball game as this lead got even wider.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in 1 game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game.
The catcher, number 8, Mitch Garver.
Stepping in now, Mitch Garver, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. 2 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Another 1-2 delivery. Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Fouled away. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. And another foul ball.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts, but 2-run score for the Twins, both coming on this 2-run home run. Last chance coming up for Oakland. It's the Twins 10 and the A's nothing. Into the box now, Matt Chapman. He's going to lead things off in their half of the ninth as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
Here's another 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hunter is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Chris Davis.
Digging in to try it again, Chris Davis. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And they start him out away with a cold strike.
0-1.
Boy, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out.
Yeah.
1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Now another 1-2.
That's ball 2. 2-2 count.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Now at the plate, Austin Allen. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Allen.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Last strike now for Oakland. Swing and a liner. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive.
Boy, it's so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Tony Kemp is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 delivery. And it's fouled away. 2 out with the man at first. And he fouls this one off. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Still 2-2. One strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And that's in there. Base hit. Throw comes in quickly from left, so even on the hit and run, they'll hold things to first and second here.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Tyler Clippard will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game.
Tyler Clippard.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Now a swing and a fly ball. Heading after it is Kepler, but this will land untouched. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
10-0, the final shutout score in this one. Minnesota blasted 5 home runs en route to victory. Jose Barrios gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, permitting only 2 hits in 6 complete innings. Sean Manaea was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious Twins, 10 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Athletics, no runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 12 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.